Turns out there's a free DAW, completely free. No catch whatsoever, as far as I can tell. And if you're watching this video, chances are you already have it. So it's time for another Pro Tools fanboy tries. I have used Pro Tools for now going on decades. According to my YouTube statistics, I've been using it longer than some of you have been alive. That's sad. But being in Pro Tools for so long, I just don't know what's out there. When I heard there was a DAW that I could use on my computer that would be hosted in a browser, I had to try it. I mean, come on. BandLab. BandLab.com. If you're on Chrome or Microsoft Edge, you can use this DAW. Honestly, my hopes aren't high with this one because a DAW in this space does not seem like it's suited for someone like me. It would seem as if it would be more catered to somebody doing bedroom production, stuff like that, getting demos out. But I'm anxious to see what I can do and get in here and twist some knobs and see what's available, assuming there's no way I can use external plugins or anything like that. So this would just be what's totally built into the BandLab system. Is there some use there? Can we do real work with a DAW like this? I'm thinking probably not, but this could stand as an example as how far we've come with technology like this and how useful it could become in the very near future. So I'm excited to try it. Once again, disclaimer, this is not meant to be a mix tutorial. This is not how I think you should mix this song. This is more about coming from one DAW that I know really, really well and understanding and working as a professional. How quick can I get up and running in another DAW or browser? How fluid can we be with these DAWs? What can we learn from trying other DAWs? That's my mission. I'm out there to try every DAW I can get my hands on. And if you want to come along for the ride, I would love for you to hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and subscribe if you want, because this is sponsored by no one, just me. So let's get into BandLab. So here we are in BandLab. I don't want to pretend that this is something that it's not, so I'm not going into this with very high hopes. This is not really a tool that is meant for how I'm about to use it, but let's see if it's possible. So we're starting a new project. We are in here. We're going to import our own audio and MIDI. I wonder if we can find something that has some MIDI here. Now I can see in the background here, we're already pulling up on default, so 4/4, 120 BPM. Gives me the option for a key. Now this being like a browser, I wonder if it's able to do some like cloud computing. Let's see what we've got here. So this one was tracked at 83 BPM, pretty slow, and it changed it automatically. It's bringing everything in. It's not bringing them in order. That's okay. Track couldn't be added. 16 tracks. Crap. Okay, let's do a different one here. I mean, a free DAW having a limit of 16 tracks, that's not unheard of here. Okay, so this is 103. Will it grab it correctly? It figures out the tempo automatically, and these are not edited drums. This is a session with live players, and it knows it's 103. That's pretty impressive. Now, it grabbed A minor. I'm not totally sure if that's right. Yeah, so it didn't correctly guess the key, but that's okay. All right, so it didn't pull everything in order. That's okay. Let's just do some quick organization here. So just really quickly, I'm going to do some panning here. Got to be very precise with your mouse. Now I can already see a problem here. We don't really have control over our master. BandLab will automatically master whatever you export from it, but I think we're gonna have to be careful with gain staging. But there's probably still a lot we can do here. But first, let's see if we can save. Save. Did I just save it? Okay, let's okay, I guess I saved it. There's no real feedback there. That's kind of scary. Well, let's just start screwing with this. So we have our bass here. Oh, come on. Oh, I've somehow already set a loop. I don't want to do that. Oh boy, get rid of this. Okay. What can we do per track? We can change colors. We can enable multi-track recording. That's if I want to record. Okay, cool. Presets. These mainly look like guitars and vocals, which a free DAW in your own room, I mean, that's probably what you're going to be using it for. Songwriting, stuff like this. Let's click effects. Oh, we have pitch, we have effects, we have editor, the raw, which gives us our channel. Okay. We can decide how to monitor that, which I assume would be like in our headphones or not if we're going to record. That's handy if you're recording on like your phone or your laptop or something. Really interesting stuff. I mean, this is not a full-fledged DAW, but I don't think it needs to be. Let's see. So we're on a bass. BA2A. Is that kind of like an LA2A? This is actually pretty cool. So do we have impulse responses? I imagine people using this in their own, on their computer, amps and cabs. Guitar cabs, multi-amp pro, 29 different amp styles. Multi-cab pro. Let's... A lot of different choices. 412C vintage 30, that'd be like an orange type of thing, or a Marshall possibly. Bass King, an 8x10. A 410J vintage. Let's go with the vintage. I see what they're doing. So you have like a 414, a V20, Electro Voice 20, like an RE20. BL57, which should be like an SM57, an 87, a U87, and a Royer 121. Let's see what that did. Honestly, the profiles here aren't bad. And then we can compress after the fact. It feels bright for me. Oh, you can fart. That's actually kind of cool. A little weird. Definitely bright. So I'm okay with that bass tone to start with. I think the hard part is going to be gain staging everything. So I'm going to try to get it to where it just kisses yellow. So I'm looking up here at the master, and the gradient is so smooth on this, it's hard to tell exactly where it turns to yellow, which is typically -18. So I'll go with that, I guess. One place to try these impulses is on this guitar, I believe. Yeah, this guitar did not have an impulse on it because the nature of that session, we didn't know what we wanted to have match the first guitar we recorded. This song didn't end up having that first guitar, so we can put a cab on this. It was just going through a load box. So let's see, Tweed. Oh, that basement sounds great. Okay, then let's... Do we have like an 1176? Dynamics? Ah, we do. That's a cool spring reverb. That's pretty neat. I wonder if we can just pick one of these presets and see what it does. There's an acoustic guitar. Wow. I mean, this is a songwriter's dream right here. Metal tone. What would it do? You can still hear the note through the distortion. That's pretty cool. Wow. Yeah, that sounds like shoegaze. This is pretty handy. I mean, it's not right for this song, but that's okay. I just want something kind of out there a little bit. Don't double click. Noted. All right, I need my cab back. That's cool. I'm doing the wrong one. Okay, that's annoying. That is, you got to be careful about where you're clicking because there's not a whole lot of feedback going on. So what did I just change to a guitar preset? The acoustic. So let's actually saw an acoustic setting. Let's see what it does. I mean, that's awfully wet from what I would want, but that's a pretty cool sound. And let's add that to the other acoustic track. Gosh, you gotta be careful where you click. There's a lot of reverb tail on that key, but that's pretty cool. I wanted to try to add some space to the snare, so let's hear it in solo. I mean, that's a pretty useful room, and I made it very wide because I'm kind of trying to simulate like a cramped room thing. And this 1176 is actually pretty useful. I'm kind of curious if I turn this off and then push it really hard on a snare. stereo-wise. Let's pop it on a guitar. Why not? That's interesting. I'm flipping that into mono here in my room to see if it's going to phase shift anything, and it's actually a really good stereo widener solution. Surprise, like some of these reverbs are very useful. Some of the delays are very useful. The noise gates. I mean, right there, you can hear the noise in the amp, and I can pull it out. That's a useful noise gate. I'm kind of surprised by the functionality that's here, and I'm in Chrome. I'm in Google Chrome. This is not a native application. It seems fast and snappy. The only thing I'm missing is a handful of tools, and this could be an actual DAW. It figured out the tempo. It could probably figure out the key if I gave it a clue. This is an odd chart, but it could probably figure out the key if I gave it a song that was a little more predictable. And it had a vocal and an actual melody line. This does not have the vocal in it yet. But if I had a mix window, if I had a master track, if I could put even the most general of plugins on the master track, you could do some serious work in this thing. And it exists in an internet browser. Everyone has access to this. The interesting part to see will be if this can actually bounce a master. So let's save where we're at. File, download, mixdown as. It creates a mixdown and you can choose what you want to download. An M4A, MP3, and it gives you the 320/44/1. That's impressive. Give me a wave. I mean, other than that, I'm not finding like a surgical EQ, but that's not what this is for. This is to get like general sounds really, really quickly. And I wouldn't mix a record in this, but I mean, if you had decent tracks, you'd probably have access to a better DAW. But I mean, this doesn't sound too bad. Granted, I can't touch the master, which is annoying. I don't have a graphic EQ, which is annoying. But at this point, there's no excuse for somebody with an idea and a song and even be songwriting. I could see having even a general MIDI controller out and about with a laptop anywhere, and I could do pre-production for artists wherever I want with actually pretty all day that sound decent. And there's the tools in this thing to get you to the point where you could take it to another producer and already have fleshed out some of those ideas. Do you want it to sound ambient? Do you want it to sound aggressive? All these tools are here, and they actually lay it out pretty cool. I know this sounds like I'm hyping this product up. They have no idea I'm making this video. So no, this is not sponsored in any way. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. So just being totally transparent, I'm not going to use this as a mixing DAW. That was never the point. I was intrigued at the idea of seeing what an online browser, well, not an in-browser DAW was like. And there's actually some powerful tools here. I can see myself absolutely using this as a songwriting tool if I'm on someone else's computer, if I don't have my stuff, if I just have my kid's iPad. I can do pre-production from anywhere. I can get a song idea out from anywhere. That makes this really, really cool, and it's free. And it'll give you a mixdown in whatever format you want. I mean, there's some actually powerful tools here for something that is absolutely free and very user-friendly. It's kind of along the lines of a Reaper, where Reaper's not free. You should pay for it if you're actually going to use it. But I think some of the same individuals who are going for like a cheaper or free DAW to maybe abuse that system would also be interested in something like this. Reaper, you can literally do anything you want. You can use it in a professional setting, but there would be those individuals who don't need all that under the hood stuff, all that functionality, and they just want to get a song idea out. They're an artist through and through. They're not an engineer. They're not a mix engineer. This is built for that person, and there's really no reason for that person to have a DAW. There's no installation. Talk about lightweight. You can tell, even though this is not fully featured as a DAW, this was built by people who have thought what an artist would need. Even though there's not those traditional mix tools, there's a lot of stuff about vibe. And as people want to rag on using that word vibe a lot, but in the sense that You're getting an idea out. You're getting a direction as far as you want to do with the emotion. The reverbs are here. The delays are here. Any sound you want as far as a guitar, you just plug in and you've got it. Sometimes it's definitely easy to think that we need all the biggest, baddest tools ever, but something purpose-built like this could solve someone's issue out there pretty easily. I'm excited to see what some of the MIDI capabilities are on this, so I'm going to give this another go. Again, this video is not sponsored by anyone, so hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm Resident Loser Jeremy. I'll see you in the next one.